I basically just had the most racist experience in Italy.
Italian. My husband is Caribbean, and I have to tell you my story that happened today.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Ronnie here. I'm back. If you're new, please subscribe. If you've been here, thank you for the support, and please keep watching my videos. Now, I have something from Italy. We say Italy, but no, Italy. So, now, we've been talking about racism, and this one is for a lady from Italy. She was going for lunch, and then she goes to this hotel, and then there's enough seats with enough space, and you know what, she's directed to a seat behind the wall so that people won't see that there's a black lady here or a brown lady. I don't know the country she's in, but she's not an Italian. So just watch the video and see. It's so disappointing.
I basically just had the most racist experience in Italy. I've been here for like 10 days now, and the racism isn't like fully apparent, but it's apparent enough where you like feel it, but it's not just in your face. You know, they'll seat you in the back room, they'll seat you somewhere in the corner away from things, but I haven't been feeling it to this extent that I did just now. I left my hotel room with so much joy, and I was about to read my book. I was so excited to have breakfast alone. I get to the spot super close to my hotel, and they were closed yesterday when we got there at 3. It's now 1 p.m. He's like, table for one? I'm like, yes, table for one, please. He puts me at this table behind a wall, and I'm like, can I sit at this one by the window? And he's like, oh no, that's reserved. Mind you, there's like 10 other tables around that table, and he's like, sorry, that's reserved. And then I see this other darker skinned group that's behind a wall, not in front of the window, a white family in front of the window. And I was like, no. I asked him if they're serving breakfast anymore, and he was like, no breakfast, it's time for lunch. And then he goes over to the white table, and he's so friendly with them, laughing with them, having a ball. And I was like, Bushra, yes, this is racism. Racism at its finest. And we're told to ignore, be like, no, this is in your head, and be okay with things. But like all trip, I have not felt it to this degree. Maybe because I was alone and Mo wasn't with me, but I just was like, just got up and left, and I was like, screw this place. I'm not at peace anymore. I can't read here. Oh, I'm fuming. I can't believe a country runs like this. In America, we face racism, but like the way that Italy, Europe actually has racism so prevalent is ridiculous. I see Bangladeshis who work in carts and work at liquor stores, and Filipinos working at coffee shops and masseuse places, and they're like, yeah, the people are cunts. People are, sorry, excuse my language, people are just racist here. And if it's more than the degree that I felt it here, I can't even imagine what life is like here. And I'm so grateful that I live in a country that actually embraces my culture and doesn't put me behind a window at a restaurant. But I mean, we have so much more work to do. This is nuts.
This lady realizes that there's another blacker group, darker than her. She's more brown. So the group has been placed behind the wall so that people from Italy cannot see, the Italians themselves cannot see that there's a dark group in this hotel, because definitely they'll not come. Maybe it's business, but you can't show someone directly. How painful is that? Now let's see this second video.
Italian. My husband is Caribbean, and I have to tell you my story that happened today.
Listen to this. No, this lady is an Italian and the husband a Caribbean. Caribbeans are almost of the same color as me, right? Almost of my color. So the Caribbean married this Italian husband, and then she was sheltering in this place, I don't know, and then this Italian person, I don't want to mention, came and asked her if she got the baby from a shelter, because they believe people of color are not privileged. This lady was shocked, and even me, I would have been shocked. Then she goes ahead and asks her whether, if the child is hers, whether she got the child from whether her husband now is an Egyptian. Anyway, just read this video.
Okay, so I see a lot of people that have posted videos talking about racism in Italy. And I'm Italian, my husband is Caribbean, and I have to tell you my story that happened today. So I was going around with a pram and with my son, and it was raining a lot, so we sheltered inside there was an entrance close to a shop, so we sheltered there. My son is obviously mixed race because, as I said, I'm Italian and my husband is Caribbean. And there was a man there of a certain age, which asked me if I got my son from a shelter, from foster care, pretty much, from foster home. And I looked at him like, what? Like that was something like that and has never happened to me. And I just wanted to share this story. I mean, I laughed, didn't take offense at that moment, but I know a lot of people would take offense. It's quite offensive. I know that the guy didn't say it to offend me or my son. He genuinely thought that he was not my son. But then I explained to him, like, no, he is my son, actually. And he was like, oh, like, is your husband Egyptian? It just kept getting worse and worse. And I was like, no, actually, he's Caribbean. It was so embarrassing. So with this said, I'm like, Italy is still so backwards. Like, some people are literally, like, their mind is still so behind. And some people are racist and don't even do it on purpose. They just say things that are inappropriate. I'm so sorry for everybody that is experiencing that. And it's annoying sometimes as a mom and as a wife, because my husband also experienced that. And we have so many stories. But hey, there's also a lot of really respectful, nice people here that love people, all kinds of people. This doesn't matter their nationality, color, or anything. We just love people. I'm Italian and I'm married to a Caribbean man. So, I mean, not everybody is racist. That's what I'm saying. God bless you.
Every time I watch these videos, I always think, it keeps me thinking about this cycle of us going there to stay, to work in those countries. But again, the government keeps letting us down. We don't have the opportunities here. We don't have jobs here. So those are the only countries. Okay, outside Africa, most of the countries, the government is working. There's no corruption, so the system is working. So that's what takes most of the people there. But again, when you get there, I believe people want to come back. Anyway, I don't want to talk about this, but make sure you subscribe to this video, like this video and share, and subscribe to my channel so that you receive notifications. I realized most of the subs around more than half of my people who watch these videos are not subscribed to my channel. Please subscribe, and most of them are new. Please come back and watch more of this. Goodbye and see you in the next video.